One billionaire meets another billionaire and brags, "I bought this tie for $2,000. The other one replies, "You fool! The same tie is sold around the corner for $3,000. The rich often spend money without thinking. Why? They have a lot of it and spending goes easy. Sometimes spending even becomes an end in itself. And when someone doesn't have a lot, then spending is harder, and then person starts thinking about every penny. Why should I spend it on this? A retired man can spend his time without much thinking. For him, spending time is easy, and he doesn't need a special reason to kill an hour or two on something. Sometimes spending time even becomes an end in itself, like spending money for a billionaire. Well, you need to spend a day on something. And when this very man was working, he thought about every minute. Why should I spend this minute on this? When something goes easy, we do it without thinking, without asking why. When difficulties arise, we begin thinking about the purpose of what we are doing. The same thing is true with the life as a whole. When life is easy, we often don't think about its purpose. Like a retired man spends his time, or a rich man spends his money. I live and that's it. Like a rich man for whom spending money can become an end in itself, life can become an end in itself too. I live in order to live. But when life gets difficult, a person begins to think, what is all this for? Why is the most important question in everything. Huffington Post, a newspaper, by the way, known for its secular views, once published an article, "Atheism is a religion of people with easy lives." It described a study demonstrating that the overwhelming majority of atheists have never experienced serious problems in their lives. Maslow's pyramid of human needs demonstrates different levels of our needs. In the beginning, at the very bottom, there's food and clothing, then security, then social needs, after that, self-expression, and the very top is finding the meaning of your life. Why do I live? When life is easy, I don't think about it. For some, this question doesn't even exist. But then there are those who thought about it and found an answer. The meaning of life is to live. That is, life becomes an end in itself, like spending money for a billionaire. Then there are also others who say, I live in order to enjoy life. But pleasures, according to Maslow's pyramid, have their own position below finding the purpose of life. So the highest point of the pyramid exists to serve the lower ones? Strange. Such declarations that I live in order to enjoy my life appeared only last couple centuries. I'm sure that in the past people also lived simply for their own pleasure, but they were embarrassed to admit it. Today, morals are different. Considering yourself the center of the universe is no longer shameful. Narcissism is respected. Then, there is also a fourth category. I live for the sake of my children, they say. Sounds very honorable. But what exactly in your children do you live for? That they should earn money and enjoy life? So we are going down the pyramid again? And besides, you live for them. What do you want them to live for? For themselves? So they will be also narcissists? Yes, there's a lot of questions. When people get to know Judaism, they often notice that religion answers questions that they never suspected existed till now.